All right, everybody. Everybody wanted me to do a wrap-up of I guess more than one comment, a wrap-up of Camino de Santiago 2024 with the Roamer. And so here it is. You know, it's been about 60 days since I got back from Spain and been very, very busy. Yeah, things have changed when, you know, Spain changed with things a little bit. But I wanted to talk about that and talk about my experience walking the Camino de Santiago. And what did for me, first of all, before we get started on that, you know, one of the things that comes from the Camino, I feel so lucky, you know. It's another day above ground. I live in the United States, you know, should be one of the freest countries out there. And it's wonderful. I mean, look at the view behind me here, you know. The sun's coming up. The city is lit up. And you know, and I'm out here. But yeah, you know, I had the ability to go there, so I feel lucky because, you know, luck is when preparation meets opportunity, and I had the opportunity to go, so I went, and it was fantastic, unbelievable. So anyway, I'm using a selfie stick. You know, I had one in Spain, but I threw it away the first night. I spent the night, threw away my selfie stick. All right, now I wanted to talk about what I liked about the Camino. I had a little list because there's a lot of stuff here, so I got a little list here. What I really enjoyed was the daily accomplishments. Every day I got up and I accomplished something, which, you know, anybody can do. You know, walk a little bit, you know, save some money. I don't know, go work and earn some money. Who knows? You can accomplish stuff every day. Every day was in your face. You needed to walk 12 to 20 miles to, you set a goal. You went and you walked that goal, and there was a couple days I actually went farther. And then, you know, you see the videos, a couple of days I had to go back. But hey, it is one of the things is the having the daily goals and having that is really gets you into the goal setting thing. Anyway, so many fantastic people I met on the thing. I mean, I could talk about the guys from Calgary that were just completely awesome, and I got to give a shout out to those guys. Let me see here. I gotta find their card because I want everybody to see it. Uh-oh, I may have lost it. I'll find it. But anyway, the Calgary guys, if you want to see a more technical, I'll have to put that on my notes or something. I don't see my thing anywhere. Here it is. I found it. So these Calgary guys are just awesome. And I'm not even going to try to say what it is, but it's a Trilobite Tour 1. And those guys are online, and they're on Camino Forum. So, yeah, Trilobite Tour. That's their YouTube name. Those guys are phenomenal. I met the guy from Austria, which gave me the hot tip. See, looking behind me here, we're gonna have a nice little sun up here in a few minutes. Guy from Austria was awesome. The Australian guy, I spent time walking with. Everybody saw him in the videos. He's now back at home. He stayed for like a month, and yeah, he's back home. He got to do some fantastic stuff in Italy. He loved Italy, and his stories there were pretty interesting. I mean, we continue to stay in contact. So many Irish people that were there. You know, the guy from Slovakia that was I mean, there's too many to mention. You know, there was an accountant, but yeah, the people were just phenomenal. Traveling and walking, you know, alone, I believe, is one of the keys to Santiago. When I was in Barcelona, the guy, when I got my Compostela, my credentials, he said walking it alone the first time is very, very important. He goes, that's the best way to do it. And I completely agree with him. It's safe. It's easy to manage. You know, I mean, I didn't have one reservation until I got into the day after Sarria. And then after that, I started getting hotels because of it was just so crowded. So, but walking along before that, I would suggest anybody does 5 days before Sarria because that's the real trail. There's nobody there, and it's just really awesome. You know, gives you a lot of time alone on the trail. When you're past Sarria, it's very crowded. But when you're on the lone trail, walking alone gives you a lot of time for reflection. It gives you time to really reflect on your life, and part of that it gives you, with me anyway, it gave me some closure with some things that happened in my life, and I never really got past, but I feel like, you know, that really helped me. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty emotional, you know, give you time to think about your kids, your old friends, your parents, and just everything in your life that was ever meaningful, you know, and the people that were meaningful in your life. It made me reach out to some and talk to old friends. Um, some of the other things that it did is I got to make these videos, and these videos turned out to be really a kind of a therapy for me. It was fun, and I had so much positive support, and I had daily support from some people, and you know, my number one supporter was Sarah, but she had been on the Camino, and I had the about, I don't know, 3 weeks after I got back, I went to Portland, and I had to go have dinner with her, and it was phenomenal to go up there and talk about the Camino and stuff. And he had her friend with her, which also was on the Camino last year, or this year, I think, early this year. And yeah, so that was really positive to make these movies, because the movies were just great. I do believe the Camino did give me some I don't even know what the word is. It gave me some reality checks in my life that I need to, like, you know, I need to do, simplify my life a little bit more, and as the Europeans would say, declutter, you know. And so, you know, getting rid of things, selling things, just, you know, starting to throw things away. You know, why do I need all this junk? I need all this stuff. I've already needed it. I used it. It's done. So yeah, so that's another thing, you know. And I also learned that also when I 2019, when I was down at the RTR down in Quartzsite, Arizona, which was phenomenal. It was also about getting things. I came back and immediately sold a car like a week later, you know. So that's kind of the wrap up, you know. It was a great trip. I'd never been to Europe before, and it was just something that I really was never interested in, but the opportunity came, and I was prepared. And then I learned that that Sarah had done this walk, and so, hey, you know, I started learning about it, and I said, well, what the heck, why not? Let's make it a, you know. So I had an opportunity, and I took advantage of it, and it turned out to be really phenomenal part of my life. But now that I've gone there once, I said, it's not all that bad, because people say, you're going to have 3 days of jet lag and blah, blah, all this stuff, right? Well, now I'm going back. So subscribe or tell your friends or something, check back, because I'm going back in about a week. I'm going back to Europe. I'm going to Ireland. And the reason I'm going to Ireland is because I met so many people along the way. There were just so many different people. They were Irish, and they would tell me how great Ireland was. And so I started looking into it, and I decided to go. So it's going to be an interesting video. It's going to be a way different format. Ireland's a place of like fairy tales and folklore and the pubs, and so it's going to be an interesting trip. I'll be walking. You know, today is like the first walk I've been out on. Really, I did some walking 2 weeks ago. Couple of miles here and there, but you can see I've walked a little bit here to get out away from the city. As you can see, the city's waking up. Sun's almost coming up. Get up early in the morning because it is going to be 111 degrees where I'm located. So yeah, Ireland, I think I got everything. Ireland's coming up. It's going to be a new chapter in my life. Who knows what it has to offer? I don't know what to expect, but everybody's like, don't go there. You know, they got the they got the people fighting and stuff. But I think that's all over. That's over. Interesting country. If you start looking into like the politics in the country, there's 2 Irelands, and they use different money, but you can travel between them easily, just like the way you travel between states of the United States. You just, okay, there's a sign, you know. So it's going to be really interesting to see and study that while I'm there. And I should have some really great walks, and so there's going to be some history, some great walking, and there's going to be some phenomenal scenery. I can guarantee that, because everything I'm looking at is it's green, it's beautiful. So, and it's not going to be 111 outside. Another reason to go to Ireland right now: get out of town. So anyway, that's my wrap up. I kept it to right at 10 minutes almost. So stay tuned, subscribe, share, and more to come. See what the next chapter in the travels of the Roamer are going to be.